game manipulators play. They make promises and don't have the empathy to empathize when you're very reasonably upset, that you're disappointed, or if you express, hey, it's important to me that I can count on you and that you say what you mean and mean what you say. There's no, man, you're right, I'm sorry. I did say that, I did commit to that, and I didn't take your feelings into consideration. Or, I'm so sorry I had to cancel. Let me get this on my calendar again so that we can do this. I want to follow through for you and for me. One of the hardest episodes that I ever put out was me talking about my biological father and the evolution of his eventual abandonment of me, and how often I would spend hours and hours and hours, sometimes all day, out on my grandmother's porch. Every car that I heard turning on the street going, he's coming, that's him, only to be disappointed again. He didn't possess the empathy or the maturity to be connected to what it does to a child, to have a father promise, I miss you, I love you, I'm coming to see you. And then just not because there's football on TV, or maybe he had a date the night before, just felt like sleeping in. It is very difficult for high empathy people to understand low empathy. What happens to highly sensitive people is it's like they can't accept that another human being has low empathy, because when you have high empathy, it affects every moment of your life, almost every decision you make, everything that you see on TV or in a movie, every interaction you have. Even if you're in a bad, funky mood, empathy and compassion is a part of how you breathe. It's a part of how you move through the world. The idea that other people could be out there operating without that, everything that compassion and empathy is like believing somebody can breathe without lungs. It's strange. It's a weird conceptualization and consideration for people that are wired very, very differently. Maybe it's like asking a monkey to understand being a fish. And it would be really, really confusing if a fish looked just like a monkey sometimes. Sensitive people do what regular old humans do. It's normal and typical in the human psychology to project our way of being on other people. We don't typically know that we're doing this. So, high empathy people tend to walk the world projecting their high empathy onto other people, and then they're very puzzled when they get low empathy responses back. Trust the difference between someone going through struggle, needing to change plans because of life in a way that is respectful and kind and considerate as can be, versus changing plans in a way that is very dismissive of your humanity, your feelings, your time, your space. Trust if you feel a vibe that someone's trying to punish you or teach you that you don't matter. Trust if you feel a sense that someone is not valuing your feelings, your desires, your needs. And be mindful about not swinging to the other side in a dysfunctional way. Our friends, good, solid, compassionate people with maturity, they're not supposed to pay attention to every little squeak from us. Oversensitivity, kind of like overthinking, is exhausting. But we want a reasonable amount of considerate sensitivity between people. Consideration. Comment with the number 323 to get a link to the full episode. Remember to find Emotional Badass wherever you get your podcasts. Make sure to hit that subscribe and follow button to get more videos like this in your feed.